Subhanallah walhamdulillah wallahu akbar.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we are going to discuss an important characteristic of Arabic words that is very important to be understood for the next lesson to come. That is heavy words and light words in Arabic. I have made this a separate lesson to give us some more time for the next lesson, because the next lesson is very common, not just in Quran but also in our daily lives. Even if you don't know Arabic, you know words like Rasulullah, Baitullah, Rahmatullah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, this Rahmatullah. These kinds of words these kinds of phrases we are going to understand grammatically tomorrow, inshallah. Now let me explain what is heavy and light words. It is important for tomorrow's lesson's point of view. In Arabic, a word that ends with the pronunciation of noon or tanween. Words that end with the pronunciation of noon or tanween is a heavy word. Okay, noon tanween. By the way, the pronunciation of tanween itself is like noon. So rule actually just says that a word that ends with the pronunciation of noon is a heavy word. I have made it easier for you by telling you that even tanween, because tanween also has the pronunciation of noon. What is noon? Noon is an alphabet of Arabic, okay? And tanween is the double damma, fataha or kasra. Desi people call it as pesh, zabar and zair. Okay, so any Arabic word that ends with the pronunciation of noon or tanween, these are what? Heavy words. And that which doesn't end with the pronunciation of noon or tanween, these are light words. Now you would be wondering how many words would end with the pronunciation of noon or tanween. It's very few. But by the way, you must remember that almost all the Arabic words do end with the pronunciation of tanween, right? Except the definite words. And there are some more exceptions, I will tell you soon. So let us look this example. Waladun. Waladun. You heard the noon at the end. Waladun. Because there is tanween, this tanween has a pronunciation of noon at the end. Waladun. Bintun. Shajaratun. So these all are heavy words. Okay. Then the words like Muslimuna. Muslimuna. There is noon at the end, you can see. So it is also heavy word. And then Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina, all these. Understood? Let's check the Irab chart once to understand this, to have a complete picture that how many words can be heavy and light. Because the Irab chart gives us the pattern of almost all the words. Notice the rule correctly. I said that the words that end with tanween or noon. If noon comes somewhere in between, no problem. If it ends with noon or tanween, that makes it a heavy or light word. Whether it ends or not, that makes it a heavy or light word. We were looking at the Irab chart. Let's start. So here is Muslimun. Muslimun, heavy or light? Heavy. Musliman, Muslimin, both are heavy. All these three ends with tanween. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. You see noon at the end, so all these three are heavy. Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. You see noon at the end, so it's heavy. So all the words in the Arab chart in singular, indefinite, masculine chart, Arab chart, you see that all the words are heavy. Whether you see the feminine Arab chart or you see the broken masculine Arab chart, you will see the same thing. Awladun, awladan, awladin. These are also heavy words. Muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin. These are also heavy words. Okay. But if you add al or ya in the beginning, then what happens? Then the tanween from the end is removed. So what will happen? Al waladu, al walada, al waladi. These are light. There is no noon or tanween at the end. Do you hear the pronunciation of noon at the end? Al waladu. No. So there is no pronunciation of noon at the end. And there is no tanween. Tanween means double fatha, kasra or damma, I told you. So al waladu, there is only one damma. So it's not tanween, it's not double dhamma. Understood? Then al-muslimani, al-muslimaini, al-muslimani. Do you notice? These are still heavy words because noon is not removed. So the addition of al or ya in the beginning doesn't confirm that the word is going to be heavy or light. Only if it is singular, then it is confirmed that it is going to be light because tanween is removed from the end. But the dual and plural doesn't always has tanween. Dual never has tanween at the end. Plural doesn't always has tanween at the end. Sometimes it has, sometimes it doesn't has. For example, muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimatin. That's the feminine plural. It has tanween at the end, so it will become al muslimatu, al muslimati, al muslimati. It's easy to understand. Just you have to see whether there is noon or tanween at the end. If it has noon or tanween at the end, you are going to call it as what? If it has, then you are going to call it as heavy. If it doesn't has, you are not going to call it heavy. You are going to call it light. Light word and heavy word. Alright? Also, notice one thing. Exceptional ism. Do you remember? Makkatu, makkata, makkata. These are also light words. Adamu, adama, adama. Light words. Okay? So that's all for today. That's what I wanted to tell you today. Heavy and light words, what are these? In tomorrow's lesson, we are going to use this knowledge, inshallah. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.